What's going on, guys? I'm Degidio, and I'm back at the Jaxxon Behind the Brand show. I'm here with the one and only, the greatest co-host to ever do it, Rampage Jaxxon.
What's up?
You see what he is, 6'1", about 240, big, strong, very meaty, very girthy.
Why you gotta give everybody my weight and
But just to show them that you about your business.
What they gotta do with what we doing my weight and
Well, today's a very special day. Today's a very special day. 2 years ago, you stepped into that room. You were about 320,
I never been
5'9".
320. Never been 320.
You look like Bob Sapp, and the problem is that you wanted to start something special. You said, Bear, I want to get back into the MMA scene, and I want to do it with a show. I want to show people who I am and what I do. And I said, Rampage, whatever it is you want to do. And we started the Jaxxon podcast. Now, 2 years later, we got one of the best shows in the game, I feel like. We've interviewed and talked to some of the best fighters of all time, and you got to show a different side of you. You know, everybody always thought you were swinging one way, and now they know you swing the other. And that's what I love about this show.
No, I don't like the way you worded that.
Why is that?
Watch what you say, brother. Look, it's a whole new season, whole new year. I ain't taking no more of your shit.
I agree with you.
Okay.
I think that me and you together have grown, and we have smashed together this new style.
No.
I can't say that?
No, you can't say
I saw
that.
you eating a quesadilla with your fingers, and these two girls were telling you, and you were like, yeah, I smash these tacos, and then we go smash at the house. So I figured that's your word of the week.
Yeah, when there's girls around.
This is what's going on here. We're here at the Jaxxon Media House. As you can see behind me, we have an amazing team. This is the team that helps us build this amazing brand called Jaxxon. You know, we've been rocking the jewelry, the chains. We've been helping everybody kind of come into the circle, and today we got TJ Dillashaw reuniting with Luke Rockhold. We haven't had Luke on the show in about 6 months.
Yeah, you and Luke, y'all broke up then, but y'all back together now. I'm proud of you guys.
Okay, so you can joke, but I can't joke.
No. My jokes are funny.
So Luke and Rampage have finally figured out how to be, you know, cohesive and kind of work together. And now they're in a very, I would say, a very healthy relationship. And so the goal here is to make sure that we can give you guys one of the best shows. So this season of Jaxxon Behind the Brand, we're gonna kind of slow it down a little bit for you guys and show you what it takes to build a brand while we build the show, show you all the fighters, all the skaters, all the moto. Also gonna give you guys a little behind the scenes of Rampage's new endeavor with trying to be the #1 streamer in the world on Kick. As you see, he's been, you know, pitching his own tents, and he's been camping outside with the boys and doing his thing. And that's
Wait, hold on. You be watching my streams, bro. Why you be watching my streams?
I watch every stream, and I clip all my favorite moments. So a lot of you guys in every episode, you guys ask us, okay, what is it that you guys do here all day? Well, besides filming the show, Jaxxon Behind the Brand, the Jaxxon Media House has a team that works on the Jaxxon.com, which basically sells the men's #1 jewelry brand in the world, and it sells all that jewelry worldwide. We also work on our watches here. We work on our product development here, and then we also do all of our content in-house. All right, so now we're back with the boys. Hey, Luke, TJ, come over here real quick. Look at this. We got 2 UFC legends. This is one of the best UFC recap teams we've ever assembled. If you could assemble the Avengers, it would be this team right here. So Luke Rockhold, considered one of the greatest fighters of all time. TJ Dillashaw, considered one of the greatest fighters of all time. Both so stylistically different, but they're so unique, so much fun to watch. Their flow's incredible. TJ has one of the craziest styles we've ever seen, as you've seen him on some of the shows with Machida and breaking down fights with people. And then Luke Rockhold, known for probably having the most deadliest, most lethal kicks in the UFC, and he's still competing. He has a big fight coming up, which no one knows. We might talk about it today.
I want to hear about this fight.
How's it feel?
I've been waiting to hear some news about Lukey fighting again, dude.
I'm waiting too.
Damn it.
How's it feel to be on this show? Why do you feel we're doing something different? I know you're excited for this. What do you think's going on here?
I think things are always changing. We're always up to something big. You know? You never know what's going to happen here. That's the beauty of we coming up with the biggest and the best, and you never know what's next.
I mean, to be honest, here at the Jaxxon House is the most fun you're going to have. If you're going to be working for a brand, this is where it happens. They know how to do things right. They're always entertaining. They're building a media squad that's insane. I love coming down doing the podcast and learning how to be an entrepreneur from Bear. This is where it's at, man.
I think one of the coolest things is to have all these legends and icons, Rampage, Luke, TJ, having them all together, all these different minds, all the different ways they look at fighting, but the way they look at life. You learn so much about culture and style from Luke being, you know, international male model and a skater and a surfer, and kind of helping us blend those cultures. So much from the business side from TJ as he builds Wild Society into the #1 health and wellness brands in the world. And then you have Rampage, who's taking on this new endeavor of becoming a streamer and hanging out with the kids in the tents and doing all that crazy stuff he does live, just like mixed martial arts. So you take all these different people, all these different unique identities, you put it into one thing, and then that's what gets you like a complete fighter. Well, that's what gives us the complete show. And all these different identities together, I think, is what's gonna build this. So season 2 of Jaxxon Behind the Brand, you guys are gonna see a lot more from everybody, a lot more of what's going on here, and a lot more behind the brand of the show we're actually making, which is the Jaxxon podcast. Not to mention, we have the Jaxxon Sports Show with Twitch, and we interview top moto guys like Jet Lawrence, Hunter Lawrence, Sheckler, Nyjah, P-Rod, Snail, and some of the top golfers like Dustin Johnson, Michael Olaso just won the NCAA. And I think having all those things together in one is what's gonna make it special, and hopefully you guys could see a lot more things that you guys have been asking for in the Jaxxon Podcast Discord. So thank you guys for watching. Season 2 is about to be a movie. Make sure you guys subscribe, make sure you guys watch it, make sure you guys tell us what you guys wanna see.